I need you to understand the concept of open loops. Okay, open loops is basically when you have a lot of unfinished tasks and unfinished thoughts in your mind. Let's say you have to send a message to a client today in the evening, but you forgot to do it. You're like, okay, I'll do it later. It's an unfinished task, it's an open loop. You have to finish, let's say you're a student, you have to finish your homework, you have to prepare for your, you know, your exam or whatever, and you're out playing. So this thing will continuously play in the back of your mind that, okay, wait, I have to study, I have to do this, I have to do that. So it can lead to unrelated stress and frustration. So basically these things is what can uh, slow your growth, especially in a business. So what I've started doing, for example, is using a Google Calendar and iPhone reminders and notes, and basically reminders that have me. And I always, let's say if I have a task, I always schedule it in a day and what time I have to do it. If I have to call a client, I have to I don't really always keep it in the back of my mind. I always write it somewhere. So even though it's an open loop, it's not something I have to always keep in mind about. I can, when I have the reminder pop in, I just finish the task. It's a closed loop. So a lot of open loops can lead to frustration, stress, not wanting to do the work, not able to focus. When you break down all these loops and you segregate them and you specify, schedule them, okay, I'm going to do this now, I'm going to do this later, you slowly start doing, breaking down those loops into closed loops, and then your brain can focus on one task and then the other. Because if you have many open loops, if you're doing one task, you'll always think about the other tasks. Okay, this happens a lot. So I want to talk about this because this is something I've been dealing with the past, and even though I've tried, I always try to, write down and schedule things, so I have minimum amount of open loops. But there are times when, especially in business, in some aspects, when you will face challenges, but that's part of the life. So but mainly the concept is for you to understand that if you should always break down and schedule your tasks, so you won't always have everything on the back of your mind, because this way you won't be able to focus. So if you want to increase your focus, this is one of the ways you can do it. And of course, every motivational video says if something can be done within 5 minutes, do it right now, do it instantly. So, and this is one of these videos, because at the end of every day, one of the open loops for me is always recording videos. So that's one of them. Other than that, today is Onam, and we didn't have that much of client talks. I went for a movie which was very bad, worst movie I ever saw. And so then I came back around 3 p.m, so I was only able to work after between 5 and 7 p.m, so like only kind of 2 hours. But I focused and I got work done. Now the usual work, so nothing too fancy. And yeah, I just gonna mainly wanted to talk about open loops. And I hope you learn something new. This is because these are things you know, but these are things that have to be said so you understand them better. So cheers.